Well, good afternoon and welcome to the last class of the day. All right, this is JC broadcasting live from the Academy Montero Espinosa in Madrid. All right, this is the channel Learn English with JC. That's me, that's JC. Hello, everybody. How are you today? All right, it's 5:30 in the afternoon. All right, and it's a real pleasure to be with you one more time. Remember, we broadcast Monday through Thursday at the same time from 4 to 6, and this is the last class of the day from 4:30 until from 5:30 rather until 6 o'clock. All right, this is level B2, upper intermediate. Okay, yes, and today we're going to be talking about describing people's personality. All right, like I said, it's a real pleasure to be with you today again. Okay, if you just connected with us, welcome. I'm just checking that everything is okay, making sure that we are online. All right, everything seems to be okay. All right, so once again, it's a real pleasure for me to be here with you again today. This is Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. Let me go to the first slide. Okay, don't worry if you cannot connect today with us, because all the lessons are being recorded and you can watch it later or some other day whenever you can. All right, very good. So this is the month of April. Okay, April 2020. Okay, and there are, as you know, two versions to say the day. All right, you have the British version. Today is Tuesday, the 14th of April 2020. All right, that's the way British say it, 2020 or 2020. Or you can use the American version. Today is Tuesday, April 14th, 2020. All right, remember Tuesday, capital letters. April, capital letters as well. All right, or uppercase. And remember, use the ordinal numbers, whereas in Spanish we use the cardinals. All right, so they use the 14th. Okay, very good. So let's see, what else do we have for today? Remember, two versions, the British or the American. You can choose the one that you prefer. All right, I prefer the American, but it's up to you. All right, the time. Yes, the time. Well, the time, again, you can have two versions as well. You can have the British version. It's 5:30. Remember, you don't pronounce the L in the word half. All right, you say 5:30. All right, and you can use the American version. You can say it's 5:30. Remember, normally they don't pronounce the T. All right, so one more time, British, you can say it's 5:30, whereas Americans say it's 5:30. All right, actually it's 3 minutes after 5, but anyway, it's approximately the same. Okay, so you can choose the one that you prefer as well. Okay, 5:30 I think is easier. Okay, much easier. Anyway, in today's class we are going to be talking about describing people's personality. All right, remember in the previous class number 5, we talked about describing people's in terms of their physical appearance, but today we are going to be describing people in terms of their personality. All right, and one more time, this is level B2 upper intermediate. Level B2 upper intermediate. Okay, very good. And lesson number 6. All right, so here we go. Let's see what we have. All right, describing people physically. We're going to have a review of what we did last week. Okay, and remember the question when you want to talk about a person physically, the question is, for instance, what does your brother look like? Okay, what does your brother look like? All right, and here is an example that I wrote about my brother. All right, so one more time, what does your brother look like? And you can say something like this. Well, first of all, my brother has dark, short and curly hair, a funny round face, a straight nose, pretty green eyes, and pretty green and small eyes, more beautiful than mine, by the way, and a large mouth with thin lips. All right, remember the adjectives are the ones in red. Secondly, in terms of his build, I must say that he's a little chubby, whether he likes to admit it or not. And the reason is probably because he doesn't exercise as much as he should, in my opinion. On top of all this, he is tall and in his mid-50s. Overall, I'd say he's a good-looking guy. Nevertheless, I strongly believe I am younger and cuter. Alright, so that is in terms of describing people physically. It's a review from last week, okay? And today we are going to talk about describing people's personality. Okay, this is today's topic, and the question is, what does he or she, or what is he or she like? Okay, here we don't have the auxiliary does, and we don't have the verb look. So this is shorter, and we say, what is he or she like? And we're going to start with the positive adjectives. Okay, that's why I have two happy faces here. We can have compound adjectives or single adjectives. Remember, you pronounce single. Do not pronounce single, please. Single is incorrect. So you pronounce single. Alright. So, describing people's personality, what is he or she like? Alright. And the compound adjectives are the following ones. Okay. For example, we have self-assured. Okay, self-assured, which means confident. We also have another one, down to earth, which is sensible. Alright, down to earth, sensible. We have another one, which is warm-hearted. Warm-hearted means kind or generous. Okay, warm-hearted, kind or generous, yes. Another one is easygoing. Okay, easygoing, yeah, many people are easygoing. Easygoing means flexible, alright. Next one is open-minded. Open-minded. Open-minded means tolerant. Alright, tolerant. Alright, next one is level-headed. Level-headed, which is reasonable. Alright. Another one is fun-loving. Fun-loving. Alright, which is lively or sociable. Okay, one more. Good-natured. Good-natured, which is amiable. And the last one in this list is well-behaved. Okay, well-behaved is not naughty. Alright, not naughty. Alright, let me read them one more time, a little bit faster. Only the compound adjectives. Okay, here we go. Self-assured, down to earth, warm-hearted, easygoing, open-minded, level-headed, fun-loving, good-natured, and well-behaved. Okay, very good. So now we're going to take a look at some single adjectives. Okay, very good. These are easier. Alright, these are easier. Cheerful, friendly, kind, sweet, decisive, amusing, charming, enthusiastic, and generous. Okay, we have another list here on the right. Funny, intelligent, clever, smart, modest, optimist, sensible, sensitive, and brave. Alright, let me go over them one more time. Single adjectives, okay, a little bit faster this time. Cheerful, friendly, kind, sweet, decisive, amusing, charming, enthusiastic, generous. Second column, funny, intelligent, clever, smart, modest, optimist, sensible, sensitive, and brave. Okay, so this slide describes the adjectives, the good adjectives, the positive adjectives, those that are compound adjectives, and those that can be single adjectives. Okay, I personally prefer the compound adjectives. I don't know. And at the end of today's lesson, I will give you an example. Alright, for those of you who just joined, alright, we're on lesson number 6. Yes, online, level B2, upper intermediate, and we are trying to describe people in terms of their personality. Okay, and on this screen right now, we have the question is, what is he or she like? We have compound adjectives and we have single adjectives. Okay, with a happy face. Yes. Alright, now on the next screen we are going to talk about negative adjectives. Okay, alright, that's for the sad face. Okay, and the negative adjectives, one more time, we have compound adjectives as well as single adjectives. Alright, let's take a look at the bad adjectives, the compound bad adjectives. Okay, for example, we have two-faced. Two-faced is deceitful, hypocrite. Yes, two-faced. We also have self-centered. Self-centered means selfish. We also have quick-tempered. Quick-tempered is easily angered. Easily angered. He or she gets angry very easily. Alright. Next one is laid back. Laid back is too relaxed. It's always too relaxed, right? Next one, absent-minded. Absent-minded is forgetful. Yes, he or she forgets all the time. That's bad. All right, what else do we have? Standoffish. Standoffish means unfriendly. Yes, standoffish means unfriendly. Okay, next one, bad-tempered. Bad-tempered is grumpy. Yes, some people are always bad-tempered. All right, big-headed. Big-headed is conceited. Ooh, that's bad too. Big-headed. All right, next one, stuck up. Stuck up means snobbish. Snobbish. And the last one is thick-skinned. Thick-skinned is insensitive. Whatever you tell him or her, doesn't matter. All right. So let's review them one more time. Compound negative adjectives: two-faced, self-centered, quick-tempered, laid-back, absent-minded, standoffish, bad-tempered, big-headed, stuck-up, and thick-skinned. All right. Now we also have single adjectives, single negative adjectives. Okay, we have ambitious, arrogant, cruel, conceited, stupid, rude, crazy, and nasty. All right, let me read them again. Ambitious, arrogant, cruel, conceited, stupid, rude, crazy, and nasty. But we have more. Yes, another column. Wicked, nervous, lazy, pessimistic, anxious, naughty, mean, and shy. All right, I'm going to review the single adjectives one more time before we go to the example. All right, we have ambitious, arrogant, cruel, conceited, stupid, rude, crazy, nasty. And the second column we have wicked, nervous, lazy, pessimistic, anxious, naughty, mean, and shy. All right, so remember the question for the adjectives, personality, in terms of personality, is what is he or she like? Okay, what is he or she like? And if you want to know about the person's appearance, you say what does he or she look like? All right, so short for personality, longer for the physical description. Okay, very good. So now we're gonna take a look at an example. All right, for instance, suppose somebody asks you, hey, what is your sister like? Okay, suppose they ask me, what is your sister like? And here is the paragraph that I have created. Okay, I have used two positive compound adjectives and one positive single adjective, and I have used two positive compound adjectives as well as a single negative adjective. Okay, let's take a look at the paragraph. All right, I made it up. Okay, I made it up. It's just an example. All right, so what is your sister like? Well, to tell you the truth and in all honesty, my sister has quite a few qualities in terms of her personality. Nevertheless, just like all of us, she also has a few flaws in her character. First and foremost, I'd like to point out that my sister is, above all, a very warm-hearted person. Moreover, she's also very easygoing and fairly generous, for she's giving me presents every other day. I wish that were true. Anyway, on the other hand, she can also be very absent-minded at times, as well as bad-tempered when things don't go her way. Finally, she can be a little pessimistic. In any case, as far as I'm concerned, she's the best sister in the world. Okay. So as you can see in this paragraph, I have used a few linkers. Okay, when you're describing somebody for an exam, for a composition at school, don't just write the adjectives one after another. You have to say something else. Okay. So let me read the paragraph one more time before we go. All right. So the question is, what is your sister like? Here it is, normal speed now. I'm going to read it a little bit faster. All right. To tell you the truth and in all honesty, my sister has quite a few qualities in terms of her personality. A few good qualities in terms of her personality. Nevertheless, just like all of us, she also has a few flaws in her character. First and foremost, I'd like to point out that my sister is, above all, a very warm-hearted person. Moreover, she's also very easygoing and fairly generous, for she's giving me presents every other day. On the other hand, she can also be very absent-minded at times, as well as bad-tempered when things don't go her way. Finally, she can be a little pessimistic. In any case, as far as I'm concerned, she is the best sister in the world. Alright. Anyway, this was just an example. I don't have any sisters. Okay. So, like I said, here are the adjectives, the positive ones: compound, warm-hearted, easygoing, and the single positive adjective, as you can see, generous. Alright. The negative adjectives: compound, absent-minded, and bad-tempered. And the negative single adjective is pessimistic. Okay, very good. If anybody wants to write me a message, you're welcome to do it. Alright, you're welcome to do it. Julie was going to write something, but she changed her mind. Okay, Julie, feel free to say whatever you want. Alright, I'm about to close the lesson. Okay, we're almost at the end. Here is the last transparency. Okay, that is the name of the academy where I work. The sponsor for the videos, Montero Espinosa. Alright, that is our contact, our address. Don't come and visit us now because it's not the best time, but in the future we will be there for all of you. And also if you want to send me an email with a comment, a suggestion, I don't know, some type of advice, criticism, whatever you want to write, okay, or lessons that you would like to see in the future, you can write me to jc.monteroespinosa@yahoo.com. Alright, repeat my email address: jc.monteroespinosa@yahoo.com. Alright, so this concludes today's class. Alright, it's been a real pleasure being with you. Okay, remember the previous class, lesson number 5, describes a person in terms of his or her physical qualities. Thank you, Julie. I can see your message now. The greatest lesson. Well, thank you very much. You are the greatest student. All right. Thank you very much for your comment, your compliment. I really appreciate it. And is there anybody else who wants to say something? I'll be more than happy to comment. But thank you so much, Julie. I really appreciate it. Okay. That really motivates to go on. Really. So, like I said, if you're going to send me anything, just send me an email, and I'll be back tomorrow. Yes, I'll be back tomorrow, and I suggest you to watch the previous lesson, lesson number 5, which is Julie, by the way, which is I think a great lesson too. I hope. If you haven't watched it, I recommend you to do it. And now you will have both ways to you will know both ways to describe a person in terms of his or her character, like this one, and in terms of his or her physical qualities. Alright, so anyway, I'll be back tomorrow. Yes, I'll be back tomorrow at 5:30 in the afternoon, Spanish time. Okay, so calculate the hours wherever you are, and it will be a pleasure to be with all of you again. Okay, remember the class is recorded, so if you're gonna watch it again, give it a few minutes, and it will be on my channel. Alright, it will be there. Alright, so it's been a pleasure, and thank you, Julie, for your comment one more time, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, be good, have a wonderful evening. Bye.